Max, look, I'm going to sleep. I suggest you do the same and pray for morning.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!
Welcome to Bards Nobles, Season 2, Episode 6, the podcast where a bunch of guys quaff health potions while sitting in a garage playing Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Brian, the DM, and today I'm joined by...
Aaron Williams playing Baron von Beauregard VI, the Human Ranger.
Blake Harrison playing Kibe Takashigani, the Crabman Samurai.
Charles Nelson playing Max Stormblade, the Human Paladin.
The porn star.
What up? I'm Anthony Boyd. I'll be playing Gritz Grundel, the half-drow rogue.
Not much. I'm Trey O'Neill playing Flint McShrimpton, the druid dwarf.
This is Andrew Danon playing the Warforged Artificer Gunsmith, Elon Musket. And I also want to tell you guys that this episode is being brought to you by Loot Crate, which is amazing. If you like nerd stuff, sign up because they send you a bunch of really cool stuff. And if you go to our website or our URL, www.trylootcrate.com/bards, and you use the promo code BRIDGE10, that's bridge with the number 10 all together, you'll get 10% off on your subscription. And they send you really cool stuff. So check it out.
This podcast is also brought to you by Warby Parker. If you go to warbyparkertrial.com/bards, you can get a free home try-on kit. That's 5 pairs of glasses for 5 days. And their glasses start at $95.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the recap, find out what happened last episode, so we can start this episode.
So last episode, we kind of celebrated a little bit. Max tried to heal some people, and then the next day we met in front of the king, and he made us the new Dawnguard Knights, and we shared what information we had gathered, and now we are on mission.
So yeah, that's where we'll start off. We actually left off with everyone taking a trip to the post office.
That's right. We're in the line.
It's like one character wanted to mail a letter, and then everyone copied him. It's kind of weird.
I don't want to mail shit.
That's kind of weird, but, I come from a small village. They probably want to know what's going on with me.
So without having to go through all the excitement that is this medieval fantasy post office, you guys mailed off all the things you needed to mail off.
We only had to fight like 12 orcs to
Roll initiative.
What was our interaction like with the post office employees?
Yeah, tell us more.
It was actually not very pleasant.
Your butt is sore.
You showed up and they were actually closed. They just closed 15 minutes before you. They were gone for 18 minutes.
Son of bitches, the sun said. The sun is at noon.
Line was pretty long. Everyone was pretty bitchy. So it was pretty standard par for the course of a post office trip. But all your mail got out, as far as you know.
It's important.
And one thing that you did take away was that they actually didn't charge you anything
Oh, sweetheart.
for mailing things off.
Do we have to show them our jewel?
Oh, yeah. You definitely flexed your jewels on that. Shrimp and grits.
We'd have to do that again if we didn't.
What?
Yes.
Which one? What are you talking about?
We'd have to go flex our jewels.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Shrimp and grits, what did you guys want to do? You were doing something.
wanted to look for a red right hand liaison.
Okay, go ahead and give me investigation check. One of you, since you're both looking, one of you give me a roll at advantage.
Yeah, go ahead. 14.
14.
He said one of us rolled advantage.
Okay, I got a 14.
Okay, what'd you roll?
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
But what does the other one do? That's my question.
Did you say perception or investigation?
Investigation.
21.
All right.
Much better.
Are you good? Did you guys run off by yourselves, or you tell them like what's the situation? You guys all collectively just walked out, finished mailing your stuff out. It's about lunchtime.
I was going to tell the group we are going to go pack our stuff and get ready to go. Well, you guys want to meet at the Brass Goblin tomorrow morning?
Works for me.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
I mean, it's noon now. It's going to be a day and a half's ride to the outpost. So
I consult my map that I have to see if there's anywhere that's half a day's ride that we could go to.
All right, you check out your map,
I do.
and you notice it's pretty much barren between Sedlio and the Blood Blossom Watch. I mean, you could definitely try finding some shelter. I mean, sometimes people do, have their own homes out in the wild. But for the most part, it's pretty barren.
Got it. Okay. I gotcha. And Blood Blossom Watch, if Harmstead was 3 days out, Blood Blossom looks like it's about 1 day's ride.
It's like a day and a half, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, about a day and a half, like I said earlier.
Also what the guy at the office said.
Yeah.
The Vindicator.
Yeah.
The post office?
No, the Vindicator said.
Okay.
The post office told
So yeah, I mean, if we leave, break of dawn tomorrow, I think we should be able to, really hoof it and make it.
If we hoof it, we could make it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Madison's pretty quick, so I think we can make it.
Well, I don't think all of us will be hoofing it. This one has paws. And I point to Max because he has a lion.
And then I say, crabs don't have paws.
I point to Max.
Yeah, but he's in between the two of you, so.
Okay.
We're gonna go get our stuff together and get ready. I'll see you guys at the Brass Goblin. I'll be there tonight.
already. I guess if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna go pick up some parts kits,
Okay.
med kits for me, but
Okay.
part kits.
Yeah.
So I just look for like a tinker shop.
Gotcha.
That's really all I need.
Okay. Everyone else? Kibe, Baron, Max?
Is there a gun shop
Yes.
that sells rifles?
Yes.
I would like to go and just browse their wares.
Okay.
Peruse their wares.
All right. Kibe, you do anything? Max, you do anything?
I'm going to. This is kind of becoming more of an intense trip than I thought.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't really expecting to become a Dawnguard per se. I'm gonna go to an armor shop,
Okay.
an armorer.
I'm going to go with him first. Yeah, I'm going to travel with Kibe over there.
Okay. Elon, you find a tinker shop.
Sweet.
And you find the things that you need.
Okay. How much gold is that?
In talking with a person, the shopkeep is pretty excited that one of the Dawnguard is actually visiting his shop. So he just gives you like four kits worth of resources for free.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Thank you, good sir.
I'll
I'll look
Max-
around his shop a little bit, see if there's anything else interesting.
Okay. Max, did you say you were doing?
Since we're not leaving till the next morning, I just kind of go through the damaged portions of the city and offer to like help people rebuild
Okay.
a little bit.
All right.
Goody two shoes.
Kibe and Baron, you do find a gunsmith. What are you looking for in particular?
Oh, we went to the armor shop first.
Oh, you go into the armor. Okay.
Yeah.
You find the armor shop.
Oh,
The armorer. It's the blacksmith. Just working on his stuff outside.
I want to know if he has anything that a crabman could wear in the neighborhood of chainmail.
He says he has he does have some chainmail. He would have to. It's pretty large, so it's going to be a little more expensive than a normal chainmail shirt. But he does have chainmail available.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to get like a chainmail
Okay.
shirt.
Flex some jewels on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna flex my jewel.
All right. He can offer you one set of chainmail for 75 gold.
And I look to Baron and I say, "Is that a reasonable price?"
And I think about it to myself and I ask, is that a reasonable price? What do I come up with?
That's actually pretty much the baseline price for a chainmail shirt.
Got it. I tell him that I'd see if he could do 65.
I ask him if he would be willing to give me some chainmail for 65, seeing as how I'm in the Dawnguard.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage, because you are a Dawnguard. I mean, he seems
Advantage.
pretty shiesty, but
Advantage.
he's willing to work with you.
Okay, what was that?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Do I have that?
Yep.
17.
All right. He says, you know what? For the Dawnguard, if you tell the other Dawnguard, they can also find some stuff here. I can give it to you for 65.
I will definitely do that.
Okay.
Nice.
Refuse to shop at that shop.
Anything else?
No, that's all I need.
Okay.
What's his promo code? Bridge 10.
Bridge down.
Save 10 gold at.
So forward.
What was the name of the shop?
I think it's D-Guard.
What was the name of the shop, Brian?
Loot Crate.
He doesn't really have a shop. He's just out in a stall, like blacksmithing and stuff.
Gotcha. Well, I thank him for recognizing what we do and everything, and I ask him his name.
All right. Jeffrey, he responds.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Jeffrey, and I'm sure the king will remember this.
I hope so. And then he shakes your hand back.
Gotcha.
All right. Shrimp and grits. After searching around for a while, asking here and there for contacts or for anything to lead you to wherever Red Right Hand may be, you find out they actually don't have a very strong presence in Sedlio, so finding someone's a little harder than you thought. About an hour goes by, and someone, as you're walking through the streets, both of you. To you, Grits, you feel someone kind of tugging on your shirt. You turn to see a small child. You actually recognize it as the kid you saw before, the day before.
The one that he gave the card to?
Yes. And he says, he just looks up and he's like, please, sir, can I have some gold? And he just holds out his hand.
I look at him and I hand him 3 gold pieces and a card.
Okay.
With a one of our cards.
All right. As you put it in his hand, he looks up at you and then just drops it on the floor and then goes and just runs away.
We got to move. And I start running the opposite direction.
I pick up my stuff and my 3 gold in my card, and
I do not
follow. I follow Shrimp.
As you pick up the 3 gold and your card, you notice there's another card there. And it actually looks like a ticket stub to just like a show of some kind. And then you can tell that it says Trivoli's Believe It or Not.
Oh.
You know what? Shrimp, like it's time I just quit.
I choose to not believe it.
I relay this information to Shrimp.
I have to catch up to him.
No, after I get some distance and I realize it's safe, I walk back to him. I'm like,
all right.
I don't know what he handed you.
To be fair, at least you didn't do that when they dropped that little piece of metal at the ceremony.
I mean, yeah, I learned my lesson.
But we need to go check out this show. I'm assuming that's where our contact will be.
Okay,
or it could be another trap. Fuck if I know anymore.
How many do we have? Just the one ticket?
It's a ticket stub.
Oh, okay. Do you want to gather the rest of these guys, or
do you really want to bring them in this business?
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, let's go check it out.
All right, let's go that way. We head towards wherever that show is.
All right. As you head there, it's actually kind of like down a couple alleyways in between buildings, and it looks like it's just a cutout between buildings.
It's the weirdest strip club in all the kingdom.
And it just looks like from what you can see on the outside, there's a small booth at the front. There's an old man sitting there, just kind of look like almost falling asleep. And it looks like the entryway itself is carved out of bones of like a dragon or something. It's just a massive corpse or skeleton of a dragon, pretty much in the middle of this empty alleyway.
Any thieves' cant written on it?
You don't see any.
Okay.
Any druidic written on it.
You don't see any here.
Since Ralph was here.
You have seen some early. You do remember just finding your way here. You kind of saw some druidic written somewhere. You can't place it, but you have seen it in one of the alleyways.
All right. File that away.
I walk up to the ticket booth and I slide our card
Yeah.
and the card and the stub the kid handed me.
I kind of got my back to him, and I'm just keeping watch around us.
Okay. He just kind of takes it, looks at it, hands it back, and looks away.
I put down 5 gold and slide it back to him.
All right. He looks at it and he's just like, have you never done this before? Just go inside. And
I'm like, what are you doing back there?
Get wrecked.
I just look at him and was like, new to the city, man. And I just take my stuff and I go inside.
Okay. Going inside, you do notice it's overall pretty creepy. It's like a mix of it's kind of like a zoo and kind of like a freak show, kind of mixed together. There's like combination animals and things like that that definitely look unnatural.
I begin to examine the animals.
Okay.
What do I see?
You did this.
Looking around, there's a lot of like, you can see obviously someone just stitched together like a monkey and like a dog or something, or different
donkey,
other combinations. And you see in the back a particularly odd beast that draws your attention, and it just looks like it's like a lion with these wings. And it's got a long tail that has like a pincer at the end of it, or like a
scorpion stinger.
Yeah, a scorpion stinger rather. And as you're studying it, you realize, it's just a really sickly manticore. It's obviously it's been kept here for a long time, not fed very well. Mm. And as you're looking at it, you don't realize there's been another patron that has made his way up towards the manticore as well, and he says, "Looking for the hand?
Yes.
What do you need?"
Just need to relay information on our mission.
Okay. What information? And he takes out a book, and you can see he just pulls out a thing and just like he's ready to write.
Can I do like a perception to make sure that he's in? Is there any way that I know he's also part of the Red Right Hand?
I would also like to insight check him.
Yeah, you can go. Both of you give me Shrimp, give me a perception. Grits, give me insight.
Natural 20.
Okay.
5.
I mean, he looks shady. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He looks, pretty serious. I mean, as far as you can tell, he's in. Like, you don't know. There's nothing telling you that he's not in the Red Right Hand.
Yeah.
You, Grits, you notice that. I mean, he's just dead serious. As far as you can tell, he's legit. And you even notice some almost like henna tattoo type stuff, but it's like red, and there's red tattoo and markings on the inside of his forearm.
I just tell him that Shrimp and Grits are in the Dawnguard.
Okay. He writes that down. And he's like, is that it?
We would also like any information the group can give us on anything referring to this void cult or worshippers of the void. What was the name of the group in the letter?
Council of the Void.
Council of the Void.
Okay. At that point, he closes his book, and you notice the title of his book actually says it says The Mountain's Twin on it. And as he shuts it, he says, "The void's none of your concern, and it took a lot to get you guys where you're at. Never forget that."
It did take a lot for us to get where we're at, for us to secure our place with the king for the Red Right Hand. And I won't forget that.
He says, "Yeah, sure," and then he just begins to walk away.
Sounds like they're
I
getting
don't like
set
how
up.
that went.
Pickpocket him.
I would like to.
I would like to turn into
A sickly ass manticore. They put you in a cage.
It's technically not a beast, by the way.
I looked it up.
Okay.
I was like a shrimp. I was like, all right, man, let's get out of here. I don't think that's gonna be any help to us.
All right. Yeah.
Baron
Yes.
and Kibe, you guys have found the gunsmith.
Awesome.
This one, he's got a couple different rifles of different models. Yours is pretty much custom made and probably the best thing there compared to what he has in stock. You do notice he has a number of attachments.
What?
Does he have a grenade launcher?
He does not have any.
I want that noob tube.
Does not have a grenade launcher, and
Does he
your
have a
gun
red
doesn't
dot?
have rails underneath it. He does have a number of scopes.
Currently,
some
I'm
bipods.
using iron sights.
You're right.
All right.
Like a real man.
I mean, just
Said no actual sniper ever.
Right. I mean, for distance shooting, you just go.
Or for hiding. No
How much-
reflection.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'll look over these wares and I inquire about the price of scopes and bipods.
Okay. He says that even for a Dawnguard, the cheapest scope that he has is going to run about 100 gold. Bipods are relatively cheaper. Those are 40.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, not much I can do about that today. But and I compliment him on the way that his store looks and everything, and I mentioned my name and see if he recognizes it.
Okay. He says, "Oh, of what's that city by the mountain?
I wait for
I've
him
been
to
there
remember
once. I'm drawing a blank.
Starts with
Garden.
a G. Yeah,
Gardenia.
Gardoon.
Gardoon. That's it. Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, of the House Beauregard, yes. Just wanted to see what type of wares they were offering in Sedlio here.
Well, I'm the best gunsmith in town. If you or your family or anyone else needs anything, please come straight to me."
Gotcha. And what was your name?
His name is Frank the Gunsmith.
Franken.
Well, I tell Frank in.
No, Franken.
Frank in.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I tell.
Is his last name Furter?
No, it's Stein.
I tell him, awesome job on the shop, excellent craftsmanship and everything like that. And what's the name of your store so I can recommend it?
Shoots and ladders.
Oh man.
You know what? It's Shoots and Ladders.
Yes. All right. Awesome.
Shoots and Ladders. Write that down.
Buy a ladder, buy a ladder, buy a ladder.
I had
two
two ladders.
ladders.
They have ladders?
Yes, they have all manner of ladders. They've got lean-tos. They've got kind that fold out. They've got kinds that turn into the horizontal, thing.
Do they have step ladders?
They have what?
Step ladders?
They don't.
Oh, okay.
They're all real ladders.
Okay.
I just remark on this city being amazing and my mind is blown by the store.
You know what? So is mine.
All right. I'd like to make memory of this place. And do they have a bottle? Like a glass bottle?
Can we get a souvenir shot glass?
Not for sale.
Got it. All right. Well, then I leave.
Okay. At this time, night's drawn to
Sweet.
is everyone going back to the Brass Goblin?
Yeah.
Kibe, where did you want to set up camp?
I believe we'll just meet with everyone at the Brass Goblin.
Sounds fair.
I need to shine my new armor.
All right. And then we head back.
On the way back to the Brass Goblin, will we have time to stop and get some med kits?
Yeah, sure.
Will I have time to stop and get a bottle?
Yes.
How much?
A bottle? A bottle of what? A glass bottle?
No, a bottle of empty.
Yeah, free. You find a glass bottle.
I just find it?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
How much?
Can I
how
find
much
two?
are med kits?
I was willing to pay for them, and
Yeah.
you said I find it.
Yeah, you found some glass bottles in the street.
Excellent.
There they are. Right on cue.
Gracias, Max.
Yeah, you guys get some med kits. You get like 6 of them.
Sweet.
At no charge because, I mean, people are pretty receptive to the newly appointed Dawnguard. And you guys can tell, like, people are pretty respectful. They're pretty just happy to be interacting with you, to see the Dawnguard firsthand.
Sweet.
Okay.
It's great for your image, great for your PR.
Sweet.
Nice.
Did I find anything of interest in that shop when I was just looking around?
In the Tinkerer shop?
Yeah. Because I just kind of moseyed around because I'm a tinkerer, you know. Gotcha.
You in this one, nothing you really haven't seen before.
Okay.
Nothing that stands out. No new gizmos or gadgets that you are, past basic or
Sweet.
or journeyman.
I take the man and I make my way to the meeting place.
Okay.
What about who's it and what's it? Any of those? Aplenty?
No, yeah, sure.
I think perhaps even galore.
All right. I mean, you guys are all back at the Brass Goblin.
I'm drinking.
I'm jamming.
Okay.
Just gonna sit there and listen to the music for a little bit.
Do I need to do another performance
I'd like
check?
No, at this point, it's it's a normal night. People are glad to see you back. It's less of a party than the night before. It's just it's a bar.
Put out a tip jar.
I put out a tip jar.
Okay.
Baron would like to chat up. He's obviously hanging out with Kibe and everything, but he would also like to chat up Elon Musket as a fellow rifleman, and just ask him about his thunder cannon and everything.
It's a little personal, don't you think?
He's not rest till he sees everybody's wiener.
I begin to unbutton my pants.
You're wearing pants?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't think I am.
He hadn't clasped his...
I unclasped my groin plate. Sounds painful.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I actually developed this cannon as a prototype that my Warforged would have used to protect my town, but since I took over the Warforged's body, I decided I would use it.
To protect the town.
Well, to protect everybody now. And I mean, most arms in this kingdom are energy based lasers, that sort of thing. But this one uses an electrical charge to hurl metallic slugs or metallic things at high velocity.
Electrical, you say?
Electrical.
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 Oh. What is
Yes.
electrical?
It's shocking.
Spectacular. Spectacular.
Doctors
Good
hate 'em.
show.
No, thunder.
Yeah, and lightning.
Ah.
It's powered by lightning.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I get struck by it every once in a while. I store it up. It happens.
And I mean, I assume I'm getting drunk at this point. And this is all
Prone to getting struck by lightning. Gotcha.
Wonderful.
Your character.
Now I have a precedent.
Thank you. It's giving me like PTSD from Breath of the Wild. Take all the metal off. Take all the metal off.
But anyways, we just carry on, and I would like to engage in social convergence theory with him. So,
All right, you guys do that?
Any dark elf women in the bar?
No.
Is that going to be
Any
dark elf?
elf women in the bar?
Yeah, sure. There's plenty. Elves, half elves, quarter elves.
Any crab women?
Quarter.
No crab women.
It's Baron's girlfriend.
I would like to
back.
chat up and flirt with as many of those women as I can.
Give me a D20.
I was like, you win.
16?
16.
titties.
You find 8 women, and you talk to them. Yeah, you start chatting them up. You're definitely getting quite a little fan club, having playing the guitar.
I'm just that guy. And
Yeah,
that's what I want to be.
you're sitting on the edge of the stage, playing something acoustic.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Said maybe.
Anything else? Again, this
I'm
time
gonna try to take as many of those.
the bartender. He's giving you guys drinks essentially for free, but he's definitely slowed down since last night as far as just how fast he's refilling your cups and getting drinks out to you guys.
I go ask him for my bread pudding that I ordered earlier.
Says they're still working on it.
Are you growing the wheat in the back?
Yes.
They just, he says the cook would not feel comfortable sending out not his best bread pudding for you for the Dawnguard.
I'm just so hungry. Please send me bread pudding. Look, put enough whiskey sauce on top. It's all the same.
All right, I'll let him know. He'll start another batch. And
Okay, great.
I want to take as many of those women to bed with me as I can.
oh Jesus, okay,
Roll for performance.
sure. You take them. Yeah, as the night winds down, you actually convince all 8 of them to go up to the room with you.
Damn.
What is everyone else doing for the
And they
night?
rob
I
you
attempt
blind. I just kind of motion.
Do you
to,
you attempt to sneak into the room as well? Or?
No, I attempt.
I'll
to,
allow it.
Crabman just follows the girls into their room. No, no, right. No, I just motion.
All
to-
right, so all 11 of you file into the room.
Now what? I motion to Baron and just kind of point upstairs, and I just make my way to our bedroom.
I attempt to nod knowingly.
Okay. You stumble upstairs, both of you. Max, what are you doing?
I guess after like spending the day helping people rebuild and stuff, I'd relax and have a dinner.
Okay. You just have a nice, quiet dinner.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
head
And
up
I
to
give
my
it to the
room.
poor.
Well, I'll go sit with Max while he's
Okay.
having, if that's all right. All right. May I sit here with you, Max?
Yeah, man.
I've been waiting on a bread pudding for like a day and a half now. And I got a good feeling that it's going to come out real soon.
I hope you enjoy it.
Me too.
Kibe, you've gone off to bed. Grits, you've gone off. Max, Shrimp, you guys are enjoying your dinner. At this point, the cook brings out bread pudding. And
Can I make one thing when I
it's all right.
I muster my best
Like,
smile
it's-
and I tell him it is delicious.
it looks like
And-
Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3. So good.
It is. This is the best bread pudding I've had.
You can tell you've made his day. And he looks ecstatic.
Yeah.
And he goes as he goes back to the kitchen, he pushes the door open and you hear a cheer go up and he like raises his arms and he walks in.
You're gonna get semi-mediocre bread pudding for the rest of your life.
I have to find a new restaurant.
What did you want to do, Grits?
I just want, whenever I fall asleep, I just want to make sure like my hand is with my sword.
Okay. Give me a Constitution check. And
Which
the DC is going to be offset by 8 at least. So
I really hope that you walked yourself into a trap.
Ooh, Constitution?
yep.
Just straight Constitution?
Yeah.
Is it a save?
No, it's a check.
Oh, well, it's still 21.
Okay.
You killed all the girls.
Slew them.
I mean, Kibe, as you walked by his room, it sounded like just a party going on in there.
Work
It was-
being done.
I checked the handle.
It is locked.
Okay. Can I?
It's
use my-
not locked. There was just a body in the way of the door. You open it and you just see a mass, a writhing mass of limbs. And in the middle of it, I mean, you see Grits having the time of his life.
And I look at Kibe, look him dead in the eyes, I give him a wink, and I say, "Welcome to Thunderdome."
Do I just hear him say that?
Yeah.
I just
man.
poke my little eye buds in, give a little wave of the claw, a couple pincers, and then I go to my room.
Okay.
I just like to watch.
Gotcha. Baron, you have been chatting with Elon, and then you went and talked to a couple girls.
I talked to, just trying to find a woman.
Yeah, give me a D20.
All right.
The episode where everyone just banged the whole time. Beautiful.
Roll a D20.
8.
8.
You cried as his egg.
The crowd has definitely thinned a little bit.
Yeah,
But there have been two girls that have, made their way over to yours and Elon's table and chatting you guys up.
All right. Cool. Wherever that takes me, I go there.
All right.
Pretty sure the human vibrator is going to get all the girls.
I don't know if it comes with that attachment yet. Just
I'm fully
level up.
functional.
All right. Moving on.
I mean, the two girls seem very friendly. You find out they're sisters, and they're definitely, I don't know, into both of you.
Good. All right.
It's gonna get weird.
I let that happen.
All right, so you go up. Elon, you guys, all four of you go up. And, what are you doing?
I walk up and then I just kind of like push the two girls ahead. It's like, you two have fun. I just let them go in there with Baron.
Cool.
I allow it.
This is the weirdest episode ever.
I'm trying to expedite it.
I want nothing more than this be over.
I'm trying to gloss over this.
Max, look, I'm going to sleep. I suggest you do the same and pray for morning.
When they come in the room, I'm just scuttling around.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Was I sharing a room with Grits?
Yes.
God, okay.
I go Goblin where dreams come true and die. Not sure what order.
I try to go to my room, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the same scene that Keith saw earlier.
Yeah, is Max there? Is he in the hallway?
Sure. Yeah. I'm there.
Yes.
What's
All
up?
right. Can I sleep on your floor, please?
Absolutely.
Okay,
dude.
great.
All right.
Morning comes.
Morning comes, and so has half of you.
I swear I'll never do this again. I'm sorry.
Notice none of the 8 women did.
Whatever.
So yeah, morning comes, and there's like a massive exodus of shame in the morning. Women are leaving and chattering to each other with mixed reviews.
Am I in the hallway when they're
I
leaving?
rolled well.
Am I in the hallway when they're leaving?
I mean, yeah, you
it's
can
hard
hear.
to juggle 8.
You should all get yourselves checked.
For crabs.
You hope it's crabs.
All right, another morning in Sedlio, another morning in the Brass Goblin. You guys have all gone through your morning rituals and preparation.
Sweet,
right.
let's get the fuck out of here already.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I call for my mount.
All right. I
Whistle.
mean, you go to your. I
Yeah.
mean, you know where it's at. Like,
Yeah.
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 All right, let's get
We
out of
all
here.
wake up,
Daylight's
have our
burning.
bread pudding that we're getting force fed at this point.
Yeah, in the morning, there's just like bread pudding on every table.
I come strutting out like Conor McGregor from a knockout, just strut.
I scuttle down, eat my bread pudding, and make my way to my rhino.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I whistle
Alright.
for nibbles and hop on.
I had 4 Bahir.
I follow Kibe and I pay for the girls' meals.
Okay. All right. So you guys, all packed and ready to go, ready
Yep.
for adventure.
Yep.
Head out from Sedlio.
Finally.
Sorry. We might die tomorrow.
It's true.
We'll go out with a bang.
Heyo. All right. Sorry, I acknowledge that.
We are too.
All right, so you begin heading northwest, traveling through the plains between Sedlio and the Glass Mountains.
All right.
I would like to, while we're riding out, I want to take the dagger out
Uh-huh.
and see what I see. See if there's any reflection, anything good going on. Good games.
You see an orgy.
I knew it.
Looking-
The bastard's a traitor.
Try to angle it right in the light. You look at the reflection, and you do see it moving down what looks like, from what you can tell, and based on the repetitive motion, it looks like it's moving down a almost like a spiral staircase. Definitely a lot of stonework. Looks like some type of, I don't know, just nondescript stone. Looks very old, at least.
Can I tell what color the stone is?
It's grayish, and it's not like marble or anything.
Not of
but
any, nothing I know would really.
No. And it's just repeating for as long as you're looking at it until finally, for a split second, at the bottom of a landing, it stops, and you see a dark figure as it kind of just turns over, and the reflection goes matte, and there's just it basically cuts off.
And there's no distinct characteristics of the dark figure that I can see. Just
No,
kinda
it was more of a
silhouette.
shape, than anything.
It's kind of shady.
All right. Well, I'm just going to relay that to the group as we march along and tell them that I'm going to. We need to continue to watch the dagger and see if we can find out any pertinent information to our quests.
Is there any way we could put the dagger in like a bag and look down in the bag so you can like kind of hide where we are? I mean,
Yeah. So far they've only if they were looking into it though. I've never seen any faces. I mean, as soon as I
No.
could see my face, they've only ever seen a crab man looking at it.
Are you guys heading towards the outpost, or are you guys heading straight for Harmstead?
think
And
we're-
I assume straight for the
I would
outpost.
nominate us to go to Bloodbath Watch because like it's going to be. It would be
Blood
Blood
Blossom.
Blossom Watch.
Stay away from blood.
yeah, do not go there. I'm telling you.
I would nominate going there first because a 3 days ride turned into a 1 day ride. That's
Yeah.
tough. It's
Yeah.
tough on everybody. I would say let's do the one. Let's try to make our way there. Stop and then make it there the next.
Pray
next
there's not
day.
a brothel.
But I
Nobody
did
here is
kinda-
paid for anything.
Yeah.
I did kind of listen to what old Shrimp said, and I want to keep that in mind when I look at the dagger next to try to
All right.
make sure that they can see as little of us as possible.
Okay. As you guys are discussing it, this is shortly after the reflection went null. The dagger kind of jerks in your hand, nearly cutting you, but luckily it just kind of scrapes your exoskeleton, and it points. It seems to almost like magnetically point itself in a certain direction.
Can we kind of Baron? Can I see the map?
Yes, I hand him the map.
I'm going to kind of try to reference the map to where the dagger's pointing.
It's definitely looking like it's pointing northwest. Like just
Okay.
is that the
almost
direction we're heading, or
We're hitting
Blood
it.
Blossom is more of a due west from where
Okay.
you're at.
So it's just pointing straight towards the place where we're trying to end up, Arlo.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Harmstead?
Yeah, where Harmstead. Yeah, Harmstead is in the same direction of where it's pointing. Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we're on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
With that, I'm just going to stow the dagger away.
Okay. As you guys continue traveling, the day kind of carries on. Pretty much, not a whole lot is going on. Baron, you do begin to notice some patterns, just in the grass and in the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and then you begin to notice tracks.
What kind of tracks?
Give me a survival. Do you stop to inspect it or?
Yeah.
Fucking train tracks, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Survival?
Yes.
9.
All right. You've actually never seen tracks like this before.
Mm.
But you know, just based on how well read you are and your family's resources and books, they look like horse hooves.
Huh. Okay. And I motion everybody to stop, and I deliver that information to them. And I would like to, number 1, sketch it out.
Okay.
Number 2, consult my family's bestiary to see if this falls in line with what we've recorded of horses.
Okay. Based on the references and based on the tracks that you're seeing, it looks the exact same. Like they look like perfect.
Horses are pretty rare.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the horses. Horses are like super rare, right?
Yes.
We all know that, like, if someone's riding around on a horse, that's a really big deal. That's something to point.
Yeah.
Is it multiple horse tracks? Or just just one set?
You see 2 at this point.
And they look like they're heading in a specific direction. Like the horses are not just wandering or meandering. It looks like they're heading
Right.
somewhere.
They were definitely heading somewhere.
Okay. I relay this information to people, and I was like, yeah, I've personally never seen a horse myself, but this could be an extraordinary find. Do you guys want to keep marching, or do y'all want to pursue this in any way?
I would like to see a horse.
I would myself, Mr. McFlinton.
It's just Flint. You can just call me Flint.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I've never seen a horse either, and it'd be a shame to split the group up. So, I mean, as long as it doesn't take us too far out of our way.
And you said we're in mountains?
Nope, not yet.
Gosh dang.
Yeah, between Setlio and the Watch, Blood Blossom Watch, it's mostly plains.
Got it.
And these tracks, from what you can see, begin leading south.
Can I tell how fresh they are?
Based on your survival check, it's kind of hard to, just from. I mean, they don't look fresh. They look like they were made within the past few days.
Got it. I relay that information, and tell them that it looks like they're headed south, the opposite direction that we were headed.
I mean, if you're saying they're a few days old, like they could be a few days away. So we should probably just head to the outpost. And
according to this book, horses run at around 27 miles per hour or something like that. That could be hard to keep up with.
I believe it's knots. It's on
27 knots.
I don't know enough about horses to dispute you.
I think to myself quietly, wonder what horse tastes like.
I also think this.
Bum bum.
Tastes like they're high in protein. I don't know what to tell you.
So
I'm gonna find out.
She eats some Elmer.
I declare blast. It seems that we are pre-engaged. All right, then. Carry on.
We'll keep that in mind, though.
Say some weird stuff.
All right, guys, let's quit horsing around and get to the outpost.
Oh, man.
I say right on.
Tally ho, chaps, tally ho.
Chop, chop.
I do it in a mocking manner
Okay,
as I take off.
gotcha.
Head to the outpost.
I determined that he doesn't know the definition of tally ho.
All right. The weather's actually pretty clear, and so with it being plains, it's a pretty easy ride. There's no official roads or anything, so you are going through slight hills, but you're making good time, and it's getting towards dusk. The sun is definitely beginning to set, and up ahead, you probably, just based on what you can see, it's like over on the horizon. You can't see any buildings yet, but you do see a plume of smoke beginning to rise. It looks maybe from, you can estimate, about like 15 or so miles away. 10, 15.
Like a small plume of smoke, like there's a smith, or a plume of smoke like, oh shit.
Yeah, more like the oh shit kind.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
So we all at this point appropriately say, oh shit.
Oh shit!
God.
Blast.
Looks like we need to make.
Why can't one thing just go as planned?
All right, so this is coming from what we believe is Blood Blossom.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
go.
roll out.
Yeah.
We're headed there anyway.
Yep.
Charge on, fellows.
I will say
And
this.
Barnaby and I run ahead.
During the day, my mind has been pretty occupied with the fact that the dagger moved. I haven't been able to. I'm a crab man. I'm not that smart, but I haven't been able to discern really what significance that has. But I have been thinking a lot about the movement of the dagger.
Okay. All right.
What conclusions has he come to, DM?
I
We
don't
don't
know.
have time. We don't have time for it. We got to put out a fire. Save it outpost.
So you guys pick up pace and head towards the outpost.
Yes.
You just see a massive fire from the middle of it, and it looks it's on a raised pair of hills. One almost half the size of the other, but they're right next to each other. And it looks like there's a small moat surrounding it. And from the center of one of the larger circle, there's definitely a giant fire going. You see off in the distance, between a lot of in the fields of grass, there's definitely large patches of red flowers. Especially more to the south, you see there's definitely bigger and more frequent patches. And you, Baron, and Kibe, you guys have traveled together for a little bit. You do know blood blossoms. They're aptly named because for some reason in this area, wherever essentially dead bodies are left to rot, instead of just regular grass overtaking, these flowers essentially grow for a few days. So you know that within at least the past few weeks, there's definitely been
Death.
As you approach the Blood Blossom Watch, you see it from the outside are high walls, and every few dozen or so feet, these towers peeking over, like watchtower types, peeking out from behind the wall, and the huge plume of smoke behind it. The bridge across the moat is actually raised. And I mean, you guys at this point, have made your way up to the moat, and it's getting darker and darker. Night is beginning to fall.
That's kind of weird.
Mm.
What do you think is going on, guys?
How long? Like how far across is the moat?
About 30 feet.
Any of you guys super strong?
I'm pretty strong.
Really.
Are you strong enough to throw me 30 feet?
I can try, but I can't make any promises.
We're strong enough to throw me 30 feet.
I'd have a better chance throwing you, I believe.
I got a pretty good athletics. I'm a strapping young crab man. Could both. I mean,
between you two, you could just toss the dwarf over. You could lower the bridge.
So is it water?
What's that?
Is it water that surrounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 feet. It's 10 yards. I feel like we throw a.
I mean, that's like from the shore to the wall. You just have to throw them up.
Is there any space between the moat and the wall? Or is it?
I didn't know there was a wall.
Yeah, the whole the
whole place is encompassed by a surrounding wall.
by like a tall wall. They're stone walls. So.
I've seen this dwarf shimmy up a wall before.
I do have a grappling hook.
At this point, you're starting to hear lots of yelling and stuff happening on the other side of the wall, just inside this outpost.
Can I blow a whistle? I have a whistle and just blow it to see if I can get attention.
Whistle?
It's a signal. It's a signal whistle.
Okay.
Is it signaling
It's
rape?
been traveling with a 9-foot tall crab man. I could rape him anytime I wanted. It's probably a good idea.
And the whistle's gonna stop you?
You hear a lot of at this point. There's definitely a lot of yelling going on, and then you start to hear, like it out of nowhere. There's like sounds of battle almost. You people yelling out in pain. You hear swords clashing and stuff like that.
Well, Grits, if you're going over, here, take this rope and.
I believe I heard Max
I'm
say
sorry,
he
you
has
blew your whistle and nothing happened.
Oh, got it.
I believe I heard Max say he has a grappling hook and some rope.
Oh,
I did say that.
well, that'll fit the charge.
All right, so I tie the rope to the grappling hook and I attempt to throw it. Is there something that like I could easily hook onto, or I believe that I could hook onto if I were to throw it?
Yeah.
All right. So I throw it to try to hook it onto something.
Okay. Give me an attack roll
He hooks Keybay's ankle.
without your proficiency.
Okay. So would that just be my strength modifier added to it? Okay.
Yeah. So you're just going to go ahead and try to throw your grappling hook over the 30-foot moat and onto about the
But you're
15-foot
inspired.
high stone wall, which is already elevated on the small hill.
But you're inspired.
Am I inspired?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
episode. So.
I didn't know if any of that made it onto the recording.
Not on the recording, but I know.
All right. So I used that inspiration because that,
All right.
that was a bad roll. Oh, nice. 22.
22. You wind it up and you throw it as hard as you can. It goes over the edge and you immediately begin to pull it and finally it catches on something. So you're standing on the opposite side of the moat, but your grappling hook has made it onto the wall. You would have to take a running jump just to... You would still have to make it up the hill. You wouldn't quite be in the water because it is pretty high, but you'd have to scale, let's see, probably about 15 foot of the hillside and then another 15 foot of the wall.
Well, if you guys hold the rope tight, one of us can just go across the rope.
Is there anything to tie it off on?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can try that.
So
There's definitely like trees nearby.
yeah, if we tie it off, we can get it tight, and one of us can get in there and
Let the rope down.
lower that bridge.
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
All right. You guys want me to go?
I think it's time for you to prove yourself, Drow.
Easy. And I start climbing the rope.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. Who tied it?
Natural 20.
Who tied it to the tree?
I did because
You don't have fingers.
I'm still a fisherman. I'm a fisherman of people.
He's got the little tiny arms.
And he knows all about knots.
Yeah. Got survival. I'm a fisherman. Come on, man.
I trust Keybay fully.
Actually, I could do a survival check if you really want me to.
Give me a... I was going to say sleight of hand. Yeah, survival check works.
It's nat 20.
2 nat 20.
Really?
Oh!
Damn.
We wrecked the shit.
I thought the shit. I have my extra little arms too. Use those.
Yeah, it is the most beautiful, well put together knot. What kind of knot are you tying, just to make sure it?
The slippery crab man.
Whatever knot you use.
The
catch
exact
crab.
right knot for the situation.
Yeah. What
The
knot?
monkey's fist.
And Grits, how are you climbing across?
Just hand over hand.
Okay. And you guys, he makes it look terribly easy. He just goes up, scales the wall, and right as you're about to make it over to one of the walls, which is a few feet away from one of the towers, as you go to pull yourself over, a face just immediately pops up right in front of you.
Punch it.
And it's this guy. He's a human, long, blonde hair. He's got blood running out of his lip. And he looks at you with wide, just these crazy eyes. And he's like, "Whoa, who are you?"
Dawnguard.
He's like, "What? The who?"
Yeah, rub flex some jewels on it.
Say that, do the sound effect again. I want to.
And he's like, "Oh, yes!" And he grabs you by the shoulders and pulls you over.
So we gotta get the rest of them, and I point back.
All right, and as he pulls you over, you look over, and there's a giant pyre just going in the middle of this outpost, and you see about 30 or 40 people, mostly guys, and there's a few women there, different ages, and it just looks like you're not sure if it's a fight or a party, but it's just them, and they're all just like surrounding. There's groups of people paired off, or even threes and fours, throwing fists. Some people are going out with swords and shields, and other people are just tossing ale everywhere and drinking and partying.
I just ask, "What the fuck is going on?"
He's like, "It's the day of the dawn, bro."
Cool. You want to let the rest of the Dawnguard in?
He's like, "All right," and then he makes his way down and drops they just get somebody to drop the bridge down.
And I was like, I turned to the guy and was like, "Play along." And I run out to the group. "Guys, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Everyone's dead."
He's running and catches up to you, and he pulls out his sword, and he's just like, "Where? Who's dead?"
Can we all roll perception to see if we believe this? Or
yeah, sure. Insight.
Can I roll deception?
Yeah.
Rolled a 1.
It's okay. I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 1.
18.
16.
4.
All right. Max, what did you roll?
12.
Okay. Kibe and Shrimp. You can tell there's something. You can tell like he's lying. Obviously, like there's nothing going on. He's kind of got a grin doing it.
I was like jackass, and I walk past him into the keep.
I was like, I'm still having very hard time trusting you, Drow.
Fair enough, Crabman. Fair enough. I stole my sword.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
Nah, man, they're just partying. It's ridiculous.
As far as we know.
So you guys make your way in there, and you guys see the same scene that you described earlier.
I just look around like, what in the world?
I recover my rope and grappling hook.
Okay. So yeah, what are you guys doing? As you walk in, they redraw the bridge and everything. And the guy that you were talking to, he's like, "You guys made it just in time. It's about to be nighttime. The real party's about to start."
What are you talking about?
Is this the same celebration that was happening in Cilio?
Yeah. We celebrate. It's celebrated all over the kingdom. The day of the dawn, man.
But that was yesterday.
Yeah. Well, there's not a whole lot to do out here. And
all right, guys, we made it to Mobile.
I tell Kive, I'm like, "Day of the dawn, let's party!" and
I kind of put my claw on Baron and like, should we mention the fact that we saw the blood blossoms?
There'll be time to ask about that in the morning.
I just want to make sure my mount gets fed and rested.
Okay. As you're doing that, you're noticing that everybody, they're not really like turning in for the night. And people are definitely getting drunk. There's also a lot of people that are staying armed, and there's a lot of people that are armored. And as night has fallen at this point, and it's gotten darker and darker, you're away from Sedlio. You're a day away, but even at night, you can see far off in the distance just this pillar of light from where you guys were. But it's a lot darker where you're at now because spending the last few days in the city, it's kind of messed with your sense of light. And you notice that now guys are starting to form up in little groups, and they're just kind of like banging shields and stuff, and they're looking like they're getting ready for something.
Can I find main dude bro I talked to?
Yeah.
And be like, the hell is going on? What is about to happen?
He's like, it's how we celebrate the dawn of the dead, the day of the dead. Or I'm sorry, the day of the dawn, man.
Are you guys about to fight something? Is something about to show up here? Do I need to be ready?
He's like, oh, I'd definitely get ready.
Shit. All right. I get ready and I form up in one of the groups.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
If there's drink, I'm drinking.
Okay.
I'm highly suspicious of this situation, and I'd like to take another quick glance at the dagger.
Okay. You pull the dagger out. You look at it. It looks like it's the other one's still covered or something, blocking your view.
I'll ready my cannon since everybody looks like they're gearing up for a fight, but I'm just going to kind of sit off kind of like to the side and just kind of watch to see what's going to go on.
Okay.
With Nibbles by my side.
Does the Baron sense that there's some apprehension in the air?
Oh yeah, it's definitely very tense. And people are starting to gather now towards the main gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of in the Baron's reverie. I'm gonna kind of grab him to the side and be like, I'm getting uneasy by this crowd. Maybe you shouldn't drink.
I pour out my drink and I agree. And I was like, all right, I'll keep my wits about me.
I look for a horse. Any horses around?
You don't see any horses.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals as a ritual.
Okay, you begin casting it?
Yeah.
All right.
Flip it through the monster manual.
You begin casting. So how long does it take? Like a minute now? Or 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes for ritual, right? 10 minutes plus it's an action, so 10 minutes plus an action.
Okay, as you begin casting it, at this point, everyone's kind of whipped up into a furor and banging shields and stuff.
A what?
Furor?
Okay.
F-U-R-O-R?
Heil.
Our show has gone downhill.
I'd like to apologize for this episode.
Yeah.
If you're still listening.
Please don't that out.
Please don't leave us.
As people are getting whipped up into a frenzy, it's getting later. This is pretty late in the night at this point. You hear a screech off in the distance, and everyone kind of quiets down for a second and looks up. And over the edge of one of the walls, you just see this black feathered, almost
no, it's a crow.
Demonic. No. It's definitely monstrous. It's got defined arms and legs, with two talons on each hand, and this reverse joint leg type thing. And it's slim. It's kind of small. It's medium size. Flying through the air, and then you hear one of the guys just yell out this war cry as someone throws an axe at it, and it hits. But as it hits it, someone else runs and hits the gate chain and lets the gate down. And on the other side, you see a dozen or so of these grotesque, balding, just it looks like the flesh is being eaten away at, massive humanoid creatures that have these undefined, almost fat, slobby like legs.
Are they titans?
They're not. They're humanoid size, but they're outside, and immediately the guys begin charging out there.
How many does it look like?
There's probably a dozen or so.
Are they all, say, in a 20-foot cube together?
Yeah. There's probably 6 or 7 that would be in a cube like that.
Go ahead and are they? How far away are they?
Across the bridge. Let's see, that was 30. That's about 50 feet away.
I cast Fairy Fire on the largest grouping of them.
Okay.
Anyone
else do anything?
I yelled to Baron, I think the Drow's walked us into another trap.
Seems likely.
I grab my shield and draw my sword and just prepare.
Get ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready, Amelia. Let's do this.
All right. Everybody just charges out. And guys just jump in, swords swinging. People are yelling. People are laughing. And just it looks like these guys are just enjoying this fight. They've been whipped up into such a frenzy that, unlike almost everywhere else you've seen in the world where people are scared of the creatures that come out at night, these people are almost happy and they welcome it. But that's where we're gonna have to end it.
No.
Right
did I finish casting my Speak with Animals?
I guess we'll have to find out.
Did my Fairy
You
Fire
will by the next
get
time we
off?
start.
What?
Did
I guess we're gonna have to ask your Fairy Fire.
You hit that Fairy Fire? You know I did.
Was I able to cast Fairy Fire on the grouping of them?
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Time will tell.
So, do we have any announcements?
I don't have anything.
I don't think we have any announcements today.
Do we need to talk about the inspiration?
I like to announce that I got a Nintendo Switch. What up?
Breath of the Wild all day, air day.
Oh, yeah.
No, man. Check us out on social media. Go to our website.
We're up on YouTube now.
www.bardsandnobles.com.
We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram.
Podbean somewhere in there.
Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!